Good morning. Today is a big day. Today is day 30. 30 days of getting up between 4 and 5 a.m. Except for the last few days. I'm pushing it later, going with the flow. Getting up, working out, and climbing this mountain. And from that process, I went from a place of deep darkness and despair into this triumphant state that I'm in now, that has found a way to use my pain as my purpose, to finding purpose and finding this message inside me and sharing this message with all of you who are listening. And so today I want to talk about celebrating yourself, because this is something I think so many people have such a big problem with. Many of you are walking around in life as freaking rock stars, superstars, doing so much for so many people, like overcoming insane obstacles, and you just don't celebrate yourself. You don't celebrate the progress you're making. You don't feel like you're worthy of celebration. Those are just things you have to do. I'm talking to the moms out there who are busting their ass, doing all kinds of things. I mean, managing a child, managing a life, managing a household, trying to do some kind of business at the same time. Like, there's so many things that women do on a daily basis that most men, if they really understood what the hell y'all are all doing, we'd be like, how the hell do y'all do all that, right? And so the only reason I know this is because I've been surrounded by some pretty amazing women for the last year now. And that's another thing I want to acknowledge really quick before we get back to celebration. I have been so blessed to have the very best soul level tribe, family, friends, sisters, and brothers here, despite my despair and the darkness that I went through. Like, these people were there for me every step of the way. Like, I've learned so much from these friendships that I've had in my time of like just darkness, and how they've shown up and how I need to show up for other people. Like, I am just so grateful for that. And I honestly think that was another key to my rapid growth, was having that support system of soul level friends. And you, if you're listening to this, you know exactly who you are. I mean, there's so many people who contributed to my life so far, but during this time, I am so grateful for you. And so I wanted to take a moment to say that. Now, back to celebration. Yesterday, we got to celebrate my best friend and the woman that I love, and her accomplishments and all that she's been doing in her life and overcoming so many different things. So many different things that she's accomplished over the last 9 months, but even more so in the last 3 months, when she decided to take a step in the direction of something she's been waiting to do for a long time. And so yesterday, we got to celebrate with a group of friends this accomplishment. And it was beautiful. It was such a beautiful thing. Our Ethiopian friend, Elsie, my sister, she cooked for all of us, and we came together, and it was a beautiful time in celebration of her accomplishments. And this is a person who has overcome so many different things, works so hard, is the best mom I've ever seen in my life, and still manages to do all these other extra things. And yet, her, like many other people, have this reluctance to celebrate themselves. This time, she allowed us to celebrate her, but it's a new thing. And so it was just amazing to see people come together to celebrate one person's accomplishments and overcoming everything that she has. And so I just want to continue on with this in how if you are making progress in your life, or if you feel stuck and you don't feel like you're making progress, but you still show up and you do what you're supposed to do every day. And I don't mean what you think you ought to do, but you're showing up for maybe your kids or your family or some friends, even your job, right? If you continue to show up, you can find a way to celebrate the small things that you do in your life. It's very easy to forget all the things that we accomplish. And so it's a good idea to write them down, to record an audio message, to record a video of yourself, just thanking yourself, just giving yourself some sort of acknowledgement for the things that you do. Because there's so many things that we do that we just totally forget about because we're living our lives and we're going about dealing with the things that come across our life, right? And so if you start to catalog these things and you start to see really how fucking awesome you are, then you start to change the way that you feel about yourself. And there's so many people that if you just wrote down all that you accomplished in that day, I mean, you would impress yourself. But because you're just living it and you're not celebrating yourself, you're not taking a moment to celebrate your accomplishments and your progress, it feels like you're just doing life. And I really think that this is something that's really key for us as people to feel better about ourselves by acknowledging the things that we do that are right or good or in the direction of what we want in our lives. And I just wanted to share that message today. That is what came across today. Today I'm celebrating myself for continuing this process, for getting out of this really hard and dark place, for finding direction towards my purpose and helping others to share their stories. I've already started helping multiple people with a framework that I use to tell a compelling story that can reach other people. And so all of this was made possible through the pain and despair that I felt that allowed me to get quiet enough to then follow this guidance of, hey, go work out and climb this mountain and talk to your phone in solitude. And I've arrived at this place and it's freaking awesome. And I appreciate everybody who's been listening and sharing love back. Thank you. Have an amazing day.